Lemonada.
I'm right in the thick of abandonment issues. And the reason that I'm in my abandonment issues is kind of hilarious. It's because my assistant quit. So it happened yesterday where she was like, hey, can you talk on the phone for a sec? I was in the middle of stuff and I was like, can you text or voicemail? And she goes, no, can you call? And I was scared. I went in for some health appointments last week. And so I was scared, like, oh, fuck, did my results come back? Like, what's going on? I was kind of scared. And I always go, I often go to worst case scenarios, I catastrophize. So that was happening. I was like, let me just call and get it over with, trying to tell myself, I'm sure it's fine. Lo and behold, it wasn't. It was not fine. It, in fact, was not fine. Would a fucking tumor have been worse? Yeah. My assistant leaving a close second? Yes. I loved her. She was awesome. She was so responsible, so on top of it. I just felt like I could trust that she was going to handle it. Whatever it was, she was going to figure it out. She was going to take care of it in a timely manner. And I envisioned working with her for a long time. Like, I envisioned her role in my life, in my career rather, changing and us working more together in other ways, in expansive ways. And I just felt like she's so good. Like, I want to find ways of continuing to work with her and build that out. Oh my God, these fucking planes. You guys, I've literally stopped and recorded this like probably 15 times at this point, or 3.5 minutes in. 15 times I've stopped because the planes are going overhead. I don't know what's happening. Stop. Literally, I swear to God, a plane never flies overhead until I start recording the podcast. The moment I start recording the podcast, the automatic fan fucking turns on, Lord knows why. The planes start going over, like, I just want to scream at the sky, like, okay, it's gone. No screaming at the sky necessary. So I thought we were on like a good path. I thought this was good. I thought things were going well. So cut to yesterday, I think that we're going to be calling and I don't know, I'm like, is it health results? What is it? Okay, don't know. It's probably not. It's going to be fine. And then it is genuinely bad news for me, which is, that she's leaving. And I did feel pretty blindsided. I didn't know that she was considering leaving, having concerns, unhappy. I didn't know any of this. And I understand why she would be like, it's not, I can't imagine what she was doing was fun. I can't imagine like dealing with scheduling plumbers and health appointments and getting like, that's not fun. I agree with her choice to move on. Like, she made the right choice, but also I'm really bummed about it. I thought she was amazing. And I felt blindsided, and I was realizing how it didn't feel like this at the time, but after the fact, I was realizing how funny it is that I was viewing it like a fucking breakup. Like, she's nervous, and then I'm nervous. Like, the second that, she was like, so the podcast came out, seems great. And then she's like, so, and the second she says, so, I know it's coming. My ass cheeks clench. I get nervous. I'm like, oh, fuck, she's quitting. And she starts kind of like stumbling through it. Her voice is shaky. And I'm like, I'm trying to make my voice not shaky. And I'm like, I'm proud. And I don't know fucking how to do this. I feel like I don't know how to do normal job stuff. Like, I don't know. It's weird that I'm anybody's boss. That's weird. So she's like, her voice quivering. And then it's like my turn to talk. And I'm like, I respect your decision. I completely understand. She said that she goes, oh yeah, the lifestyle of like entertainment industry, it's too precarious and uncertain. And you have to make too many sacrifices. Like, I've been soul searching and I really want to move on. And so she took a job at a different, unrelated, in a different field. And I'm like, I suddenly become caveman. I'm like, it is my turn to talk. So I'm like, oh, I respect your decision. And absolutely, I've been having the same concerns, pretty much all my life about whether or not the entertainment industry is a good fit. Like, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know. But afterward, I hang up. It's like a 7-minute call. I hang up and You know, when you're like in the thick, you're in the moment of the situation where like the thing's happening, the breakup, the person leaving their job, the firing of the person, like whatever the stressful thing is, when you're so in it, you're just like in it that you're kind of beyond the feelings of it, if that makes sense. That's how it felt. Like I was just regulating and just being in the moment to try to get through the moment. And then after you hang up, or after the person, you know, leaves your apartment, or after whatever, after the like quote unquote serious moment or conversation is over, the stressful conversation is over, then the emotions come flowing in. And that happened for me, where then the emotions hit, and the emotion was sadness. And it's literally a breakup. I'm going, what could I have done differently? What should I have done? How could I have known? What could I have controlled? It's like, it's pathetic and hilarious. Oh my God. And here fucking comes another plane, right on cue. So she quits. I get off the phone and I'm starting to feel it. I'm feeling sadness. I'm feeling loss of control. What could I have done? Powerlessness. I'm feeling some anger, honestly, which it's like, that was the first sign for me that I was like, oh, this is past stuff coming up. This is not about this situation, because she has been 10 of 10, phenomenal, fantastic, great in every way. I would not say this if this was not true. I could not say this with a straight face if this was not true. She's been amazing. So the fact that I'm like feeling anger at this situation was really telling to me. And that really, really was communicating to me, okay, this is something that's like, it runs deep. This is something where there's history, where there's a past. Mongolian cashmere. Do you know what I'm talking about? If you've listened to this podcast already, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Quince Mongolian cashmere sweaters that are $50 each. Only $50. Try and beat that price point. I dare you. You won't. I'll save you the trouble. Don't waste your time. You're not going to beat that price point. Quince believes in mixing luxury with affordability. That's a really hard combination to find. It is not just their sweaters that possess this combination of qualities, okay? It's everything from their sleek leather jackets to their smooth silk blouses to their versatile dresses. Each piece is a testament to their commitment to quality and sustainability. Here's what really sets Quince apart. Affordability. They directly partner with top-notch factories. They cut out the middleman. Who needs the middleman? Nobody needs the middleman. That's the correct answer. Please check them out. Check out Quince. They really know what capsule wardrobe people such as myself are looking for right now. They're doing a great job. Give yourself the luxury you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/hardfeelings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/hardfeelings to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/hardfeelings. You know, I've always been a bit skeptical about everything at all times. But as it turns out, being skeptical can actually really pay off, especially when it comes to health and wellness. Speaking of wellness, we're going to talk about Ritual, the multivitamin of the century. Ritual makes a multivitamin that's actually made with your needs in mind. And not only do they keep your needs in mind with their multivitamin, but also with their daily protein and their symbiotic plus gut health. Gut health is so important. Oh my goodness. I feel completely different based on what's going on in my gut. This multivitamin, the Daily Essential, includes 9 key nutrients in 2 delayed-release capsules, optimizing absorption and being gentle on even an empty stomach. Though, why is your stomach empty? Let's address that first. Go eat something. Go eat a nice burrito. And then take your daily vitamin. But in case you forget your burrito, you can still take the daily multivitamin and you'll be okay. Plus, okay, the minty essence makes taking them a breeze. Love a little minty aftertaste in my multivitamin. Let's not forget Ritual's Essential for Women is USP verified. Pretty rare in the supplement world. Like, I think it's 1% of supplements rare. It's literally 1% of supplements. I'm reading the statistic in front of me. It's literally 1% of supplements rare. They're also vegan, non-GMO, project verified, and certified B Corp. They've done the research, you guys. No more shady business. Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus is a multivitamin you can actually trust. Get 20% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/hardfeelings. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/hardfeelings for 20% off.
Do you ever get hit with a cringy memory of your 13-year-old self out of nowhere, and suddenly you're panic sweating and laughing at the same time? Don't worry. We all get that. It's because being an adolescent is one of the most visceral shared experiences we have as people. And we want to talk about it. Join me, Penn Badgley, and my two friends, Nava and Sophie, on Podcrushed as we interview celebrity guests about the joys and horrors of being a teenager and how those moments made them who they are today. New episodes of Podcrushed are out now, wherever you get your podcasts.
So I couldn't really get out of it. I kept kind of cycling. And, you know, some of the angry thoughts were like, well, she should have given me more of a heads up. She gave me 2 weeks notice. Like, that's fair. That's totally fair. Why didn't she tell me she was unhappy when we have our check-in calls? Why didn't she tell me? Why didn't she give me a chance? More breakup talk. Why didn't she give me a chance? It's like, oh my God, you guys. But that's honest. That's honestly a thought that I had, was like, I would have worked to give her more opportunities that would have satisfied her more. I wanted to meet her needs. I wanted to keep her happy. Which is also very funny because there were certainly, like, when we would do these check-in calls every other week to see how things were going. And let me tell you, 100% of the time, the calls were me going, how am I doing? It was me asking, how am I doing, to my assistant. How do you think I'm doing? Any feedback, thoughts, notes? What do you think? What do we think? And I'd give compliments and validation to her, which was well earned and owed. But the dynamic itself was just very funny to me and telling and reflective of something that runs deeper. I don't know why I did that weird voice. That runs deeper. There we go. So I'm cycling, and I'm the, I call that, everybody calls that kind of in trigger. I'm in trigger about the situation. And I'm like, at one point I cried, and once I break through to the tears, that's usually when I start to have some clarity or some sense of like what exactly is being triggered. And when I cried, I said a couple things that I'm stalling on saying because I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to admit this. Oh boy, that means I've got to. But I would say, like, I just feel like she didn't believe in me. I just feel like I wasn't cool enough or successful enough. Like, in my mind, I was concocting some story that if I was XYZ, if I was cool enough, if I was successful enough, if she believed in me, that she would have stayed. And it's like, my logical mind, my wise mind, my mind that's telling you this right now, that's not in trigger, knows that that's not true. She gave me reasons why she was leaving that I have every reason to believe, which is she doesn't want to be in entertainment. It's too uncertain, and she doesn't want to make the lifestyle sacrifices that it takes to be in entertainment. And even if those aren't the truth, right? Seeing just a different side of it, even if those aren't the true reasons, I can think of 15 other reasons besides her not believing in me or thinking I'm fucking cool enough that would make somebody want to leave. Biggest one being, it's not fucking fun to be an assistant. Like, hello, what am I thinking? Of course she'd quit. Anyway, it has been given me quite the laugh that I viewed my assistant quitting as a breakup of sorts, and that I was triggered and on the level that I was around it. That I feel abandoned. Yes, this is another thing. When I was crying, I was like, everybody leaves. Just okay. But like, also to I guess honor the trigger, honor the emotional state of that, honor the intensity, because that came from somewhere, right? Our triggers don't come from nowhere. That got in me for a reason, which is I have a lot of evidence in my past that, yeah, if I'm not successful enough, if I don't fulfill whatever a person's needs and expectations are of me, that they will leave. I have a lot of evidence of that. But also, as my adult self, I have a lot of evidence of supportive environment, supportive people, solid, sturdy people who will stick with me regardless. And then one other layer is, let's even just go all the way in there, all the way into the trigger area. What if she quit because she didn't think I was successful enough or cool enough or didn't believe in me? That's still just her perception. That's not the reality. That's not reality. That's not the reality. That's just her perception of the situation. Worst case scenario. I don't believe that she believes those things. I believe that was the triggered part of me that believed she believed those things. But still, I'm just saying, even if that were the case, like, so fucking what? So that's where I'm at with this. She does have, a little shy of 2 weeks left. And it feels awkward. It feels like we're still living together but broken up kind of thing. Where it just feels awkward. She'll text about something and it's just like the knowledge that she's not going to be there in 2 weeks hurts. It stings. It stings. The reality of where I'm at today is that I feel abandoned by my assistant quitting. Oh boy. Wish me luck, guys. That's where I'm at. That's all I've got. And I need to find a new assistant. Let me know if you have any suggestions. The job requirements are at least 2 years of relevant experience, absolute competency, and somebody who will never leave me. There's more Hard Feelings with Lemonada Premium. Subscribers get exclusive access to bonus content, and you can subscribe now in Apple Podcasts. I'm Jeanette McCurdy, the creator, executive producer, and host of Hard Feelings. It's produced by Lemonada Media in coordination with Happy Rage Productions. Our production team is Keegan Zema, Aria Bracci, and Brian Castillo. Music is by Hannes Brown. Steve Nelson is Lemonada's Vice President of Weekly Content. Rachel Neal is Lemonada's Senior Director of New Content. Executive producers are Stephanie Whittles-Wax, Jessica Cordova-Kramer, and me. Listen ad-free on Amazon Music with your Prime membership.
Last Day is a show about the moments that change us.
I just don't think I will ever get used to this.
I'm Stephanie Whittles-Wax, and I have had one of these moments. We all have. So let's unpack the chaos that is our human existence together.
I don't believe things happen for a reason. I don't believe the universe has a plan.
Each week, I sit down with a new guest to explore happy, sad stories of transformation.
It's leaning far, far into the pain. That's what it is.
Listen to Last Day wherever you get your podcasts.
People love to pretend that there are simple formulas for living your best life now. Eat this and you won't get sick. Manifest it and everything will work out. But there are some things you can choose and some things you can't. And it's okay that life isn't always getting better. I'm Kate Bowler, and on Everything Happens, I speak with kind, smart, funny people about life as it really is. Beautiful, terrible, and everything in between. Let's be human together. Everything Happens is available wherever you get your podcasts.